The cat who didn't want to fight. There's a narrow alley behind an old school building in my neighborhood. Half the windows of that school are shattered now, and the playground is covered in dust and fallen bricks. Every time I walk past it, the silence feels heavier than the destruction itself. That's where I met him. A big orange tomcat with torn ears and a scar across his nose. The kind of cat that looks like he's fought his whole life. For food, for territory, for survival. But the truth is, he didn't want to fight anymore. The first time I saw him, he was hiding behind a rusted trash container, breathing heavily, like every breath cost him strength he didn't have. His fur was dirty and patchy. He was limping, and yet, when our eyes met, there was no aggression, only exhaustion. I put some food down and stepped away. He watched me carefully, then dragged himself forward, one slow step at a time. He ate like someone who finally had permission to rest. For a week, he didn't let me get close. He kept his distance, always watching, always alert. A survivor, a warrior, whether he wanted to be or not. But everything changed the day it snowed. The cold came suddenly that night. By morning, the whole alley was covered in a thick white layer, and the wind cut through my jacket like blades. I didn't see the orange cat anywhere, but when I walked closer to the school, I noticed something under a broken doorway. A faint orange shape curled tightly into a ball, shivering violently. His paws were tucked under his body, trying to hold on to the last bit of warmth. This time, he didn't run when I approached. He didn't even lift his head. He was too tired to be afraid. I wrapped him in my jacket and carried him home. He didn't resist, didn't scratch, didn't hiss. He just pressed his head weakly against my chest, as if he finally allowed himself to trust someone. I cleaned his wounds, fed him, and let him sleep on a warm blanket. That night, he slept for almost 12 hours without moving, without fear. In the morning, he walked up to me and did something I never expected from a cat like him. He leaned his big, scarred head against my leg and purred, not loud, not bold, just enough to say, "I'm still here. I'm still trying." I named him Brave, not because he was fearless, but because he kept going even when the world gave him nothing but battles. Now he meets me every day in that alley. He's stronger, heavier, calmer. He no longer fights other cats. He no longer hides. He knows that someone comes for him. And in a place where too much has been destroyed, Brave reminds me of something important. Sometimes surviving is the bravest thing in the world.